With 15,000 marchers and 400,000 spectators jam-packing the 2-mile march route, the American Legion's colorful 1948 parade is the gayest and the wettest in history. The wetness is rain, an avalanche of skies totaling almost 3 inches. The Florida State Police motorcycle team, precision trained, leads off the parade at 4 p.m. under bright sunlight. Here comes National Commander James F. O'Neill, the outgoing commander, acknowledging the salutes of the crowd. The Harry B. Doremus Post 55 prize-winning Drum and Bugle Corps marches by. The crack Drum and Bugle Corps from Bozeman, Montana, in similar headgear, is parading after spending $20,000 to fly to Miami. More than 100 colorful Drum and Bugle Corps bands, drill teams, floats, endless high-stepping drum majorettes are here today. Puerto Rico brings leis and a hula routine. Behind their sensational majorette, if you care to look, is the McAllister Memorial Band of Harwood Post 5, Joliet, Illinois. 3rd consecutive year, the national champions. The Army and Navy roar overhead, blanketing the parade route with flying formations. That's Riverside, New Jersey Post 146, National Drum and Bugle Corps champions for 1948. Smart-looking outfit. And there's Santa Claus with his reindeer from Santa Claus, Indiana. He's always a hit with kids of any age. A beautiful float of blossoming flowers and some charming southern belles from Tennessee. It turns dark, but the crowd stays on. 5 Arkansas steppers in their convoy. And don't think the band is having an easy time drowning out the whistles all along the way. Well, sir, no parade would be complete without a trick car. I'll bet that one's easy to park. Doherty Post 48 of Akron adds a nostalgic note, a French boxcar. And Oklahoma dazzles with its Argonne Post band from Enid. The gentlemen to the rear of the crowds crane their necks when this group swings by. Georgia enters its claim to southern charm and beauty with its graceful poppy float. And still they come, the drum majorettes from Asheville, North Carolina. Hey, there's a cute number, a hula dancing tot. That must be your Legionnaire daddy. The USS Illinois, land-bound but operating. A state of Texas and a prophecy of things to come. A plug for their favorite son, Perry Brown of Beaumont. Holy Name cadets in Florida Mist, the crowds take cover, but the marchers continue. Wellston Memorial Post 154, Missouri, weathers the heavy atmosphere in the state tradition. They have a distinguished citizen along, the Honorable Harry S. Truman. And so the parade maintains its pace and drive into the night under adverse conditions. Legionnaires are convening at Dinner Key in Miami to face serious issues of the nation and the world. Typical of American Legion national conventions is the imposing group of speakers and guests. William Green, Secretary of the Navy Sullivan, Miss Mabel Studebaker of the NEA, and General Leslie Groves, and here's Commander O'Neill bringing the convention to order. The Honorable Millard F. Caldwell, Governor of Florida. There's a fair visitor from California, Virginia Warren, the governor's daughter. And her daddy, the Honorable Earl Warren, greets the commander. He tells the convention, until we have universal military training, there will be weakness in the armor of America, regardless of the strength of our armed forces. General Hoyt Vandenberg says a strong Air Force is the best guarantee of peace. Lieutenant Colonel Albert Cox, Jr. of the Air Corps. Senator Joseph McCarthy of Wisconsin. The audience welcomes ex-governor of Minnesota Harold Stassen. He urges a militant fight against communism at home. Legionnaire Governor-elect McMath of Arkansas says hello. Coast Guard Rear Admiral Raymond T. McElligott speaks. General Carl Gray, Administrator of Veterans Affairs. The Honorable John W. Snyder, Secretary of the Treasury. Louis K. Goff presents the National Security Committee report. Past National Commander Harry Calmery, Governor Ralph Gates of Indiana, Major General Louis B. Hershey, Director of Selective Service. Admiral Leahy speaks. The convention delegates favor UMT, rent controls, housing priorities for veterans, and veterans' pensions. The Honorable Strom Thurmond, Governor of South Carolina. Commander O'Neill is awarded membership of the French Legion of Honor and the Croix de Guerre. Legionnaires and their guests overflow Dinner Key to honor a delegate from Missouri, the Honorable Harry S. Truman, President of the United States. The President with his Guard of Honor enters. Mrs. Truman and Miss Margaret Truman greet the Legionnaires. President Truman will be the first living president to receive the Legion's Distinguished Service Medal. The President says the world has learned it is weakness and appeasement which invite aggression. He calls for objectivity and firmness internationally. And then the President's Honor Guard files down to the rostrum, and the President leaves the auditorium. Back on the floor, a victorious Texas delegation sweeps its candidate Perry Brown into office as the newly elected National Commander of the American Legion. On record against communism at home and Russian aggression abroad, for strengthening the United Nations and the elimination of the veto power in all matters involving aggression, for limitation of world arms production, and for the creation of a world police force. They choose their new leader to implement these programs by unanimous vote of the delegates. Commander Brown introduces Mrs. Brown and Mrs. Hubert Good of Oregon, newly elected National President of the American Legion Auxiliary. The newly elected Vice Commanders. Mrs. Hutton, retiring Auxiliary President, joins the group at the podium. And here he is, America's #1 Legionnaire, Perry Brown of Beaumont, Texas, the National Commander of the American Legion.